Cowboys fans, brace yourselves. The CeeDee Lamb contract situation is about to shake Dallas to its core. Could this be Dak Prescott's final rodeo with a star? Dan Orlovsky thinks so, and he might just be onto something. Stick around as we dive into the drama that could redefine America's team. The clock is ticking, the stakes are high, and the future of the Cowboys hangs in the balance. Let's break it down. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. We're diving deep into a hot topic that's been buzzing around the Dallas Cowboys: the potential impact of CeeDee Lamb's contract situation on Dak Prescott's future with America's team. I'm here to break it all down for you, and we'll be taking a close look at Dan Orlovsky's recent comments that have stirred up quite a conversation. Let's set the stage here. The Dallas Cowboys are at a crucial crossroads. They've got a talented roster, a passionate fan base, and Super Bowl aspirations. But as we all know, success in the NFL isn't just about what happens on the field. It's also about managing the salary cap and making tough decisions about player contracts. Now, CeeDee Lamb has been nothing short of spectacular since he joined the Cowboys. The young wide receiver has consistently shown why he was a first-round pick, becoming one of the most dynamic playmakers in the league. His chemistry with Dak Prescott has been electric, and it's clear that he's a cornerstone of this offense. But here's where things get interesting. Lamb is entering the final year of his rookie contract, and it's no secret that he's due for a massive payday. We're talking about a potential contract that could reset the market for wide receivers. And this is where Dan Orlovsky's comments come into play. Orlovsky, a former NFL quarterback and current ESPN analyst, recently made waves by suggesting that Lamb's impending contract situation could spell the end of Dak Prescott's tenure with the Cowboys. It's a bold claim, but let's break down why he might be onto something. First and foremost, we have to consider the Cowboys' cap situation. They've already invested heavily in Prescott, signing him to a 4-year, $160 million contract extension in 2021. That's a significant chunk of change, and it limits the team's flexibility when it comes to other big contracts. Enter CeeDee Lamb. He's not just a good receiver, he's on the cusp of becoming one of the elite wideouts in the NFL. We've seen the market for top receivers explode in recent years, with guys like Tyreek Hill, Davante Adams, and A.J. Brown securing massive deals. It's not unreasonable to think that Lamb could be looking at a contract worth $25.30 million per year. So here's the million-dollar question, or should I say, the $100 million question. Can the Cowboys afford to pay both Prescott and Lamb top of the market salaries? This is where Orlovsky's argument gains traction. He's essentially saying that the Cowboys might be forced to choose between their star quarterback and their rising superstar receiver. And if they opt to pay Lamb, it could mean the end of Prescott's time in Dallas. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. But wait, Dak just signed that big extension. Surely they wouldn't move on from him so soon? And you're right to be skeptical. After all, Prescott has been the face of the franchise for years now. He's a leader on and off the field, and he's put up some impressive numbers. But the NFL is a business, and sometimes tough decisions have to be made. We've seen teams make surprising moves in the name of cap management before. Just look at the Packers trading away Aaron Rodgers, or the Seahawks parting ways with Russell Wilson. It's not unheard of for a team to move on from a franchise quarterback, especially if they believe they can build a more balanced roster by spreading that money around. Let's also consider the timing of all this. Prescott's current contract runs through the 2024 season, but there's a potential out after the 2023 season. If the Cowboys were to move on from Dak after this year, they could save a significant amount of cap space money that could be used to lock up Lamb and address other needs on the roster. Of course, this isn't just about money. It's about the direction of the franchise and how the Cowboys view their championship window. Do they believe that Prescott is the quarterback who can lead them to a Super Bowl? Or do they think that building around a younger core, with Lamb as the centerpiece, might be the better long-term strategy? It's worth noting that the Cowboys have had some playoff success with Prescott at the helm, but they haven't been able to get over the hump and make a deep postseason run. Fair or not, quarterbacks are often judged by their playoff performances, and the pressure is mounting for Dak to deliver. On the flip side, Lamb has shown that he has the potential to be a game-changing player for years to come. He's young, he's dynamic, and he's still improving. The Cowboys might look at him and see a player who could be the face of the franchise for the next decade. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is all speculation at this point, and there are still a lot of variables at play. The Cowboys could find a way to keep both Prescott and Lamb. They might restructure contracts, make cuts elsewhere, or get creative with the cap. Jerry Jones has never been one to shy away from big moves, and he might pull out all the stops to keep his star players in Dallas. It's also worth considering how this uncertainty might affect the team's performance this season. Will the looming contract situations create tension in the locker room? Or will it motivate Prescott and Lamb to have career years in hopes of securing their futures? One thing's for sure, all eyes will be on the Cowboys this season. Every game, every catch, every touchdown will be scrutinized through the lens of these contract situations. It adds an extra layer of drama to what was already shaping up to be a crucial season for America's team. As fans, we'll be watching closely to see how this all plays out. Will Orlovsky's prediction come true? Will the Cowboys find a way to keep both of their stars? Or will we see a completely different scenario unfold? Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this situation? Should the Cowboys prioritize keeping Lamb, even if it means moving on from Prescott? Or do you think Dak is too important to the team's success to let go? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a discussion going. That's all for now, folks. Remember, in the NFL, things can change in an instant, so keep your eyes peeled and your ears to the ground. Until next time, this is your host signing off. Go Cowboys!